Welcome Team Virgo. I'll be doing your monthly forecast reading for a Virgo Sun, Moon, or Rising for March 2019. I'll be using 3 different decks today, 2 tarot decks and 1 oracle deck. I'll be using a 7-card spread for this monthly forecast reading. I'll be using the Spirit Song Tarot that works through animals, the Angel Dreams Oracle deck, and then I did also just get this other deck, this tarot deck called the Sai Suraibito Tarot deck. That I would recommend that one to you guys. Before I begin, I will do an energy clearing. Alright, I'm going to start shuffling. As I shuffle, I just want you to visualize what you see for yourself coming up in this month of March and just see me shuffle that into the deck. Really just take a nice deep breath and let's see what's going to be coming up for you, Virgo. Coming up for Virgo in March. Okay. And I'll shuffle the oracle deck. Okay. And last but not least, the Spirit Song Tarot. Alright, let's start with where you'll be at in this month of March. We have a reversed 5 of Swords. Swords are air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Give me a moment to go over this card. So I think you could be dealing with some kind of conflict with somebody this month, or multiple people, or just with some kind of conflicting situation. You could have been caught in the middle of somebody else's drama, somebody else's fight, and you could have been the one who ended up hurt in the situation, and it wasn't your fault. And you're just taking on somebody else's battles, somebody else's negative energy, and it's kind of dominating you. It's not really happening for really a good reason. It's just, you know, people kind of dumping their stuff onto you, and it could be really unnecessary for you to deal with. You know, this person who could be battling you, maybe covering up their agenda on why they're blaming you, or putting their, you know, heavy energy and battling energy on you. Maybe it's just a conflict that is not been able to reach a resolution for a while. This could have been a conflict that had been going on for some time, even, you know, before this month of March. But I feel like there is some kind of power struggle happening here. Like, there's someone who wants to be in power in this situation, and then someone who's like losing their power because of dealing with this battle in this situation, whether it's you losing your power to the person you're battling with in conflict, or vice versa, you're taking power from the person you're battling in conflict with. But whatever it is, I feel like there's just could be some bullying going on, some shaming, some blaming, and just overall unfairness in the balance of what's taking place in the treatment of this conflict, whatever it could be, whether it's conflicts and tensions at work, in your romance, in your relationship and friendships, or just at home with roommates. There is some kind of tension happening here, or it just could be with yourself even, and not with anybody. Before I say more though, I want to pick the next card and then I will share more. So for the inner focus, we have King of Pentacles. Pentacles are earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, just like you. Give me a moment to reflect over this. Yeah, so I think that this conflict is over power. There is some kind of, like I said, there's a power struggle happening with whoever you're dealing with, or multiple people you're dealing with, or just a situation you're dealing with in general that's conflicting. If it's not people or a person you're in conflict with, or with yourself, it could be you're having financial struggles and you're conflicted in the material realm and with your physical body in general, and maybe your home life. Maybe you want abundance in certain areas of your life, but there's been other areas that have conflicted you from really fully having that. There's some kind of like power struggle that's getting in the way of having a balance in that area, maybe for some of you. And for others, it could be others battling you about money and finances and wanting more. There could be people that feel like they're more deserving than you, and that's kind of where the power battle kind of sets in. And everybody's out for abundance and, material desires of, they want more money, they want more this, they want more that, and they're willing to battle the person to get that. So if that's you doing that, Virgo, to other people, or others doing that to you, you just have to find a way to come back in your strength and your power, and find a way to, protect yourself from that kind of influence, whatever it is. I just, there is just something going on in this realm. I do feel like, though, I need to pull this next card and then I can get in more detail about this situation. So for the outer focus, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Give me one moment to reflect over this. Yeah, so I feel like, there are changes happening and there is opportunity out there for you to look forward to, even if you've been dealing with some conflicts, maybe internally. And maybe you don't know, this conflict could also be like you don't know what you want in a sense of maybe career and job. Like, you want more abundance financially and you want more money, but you don't know where to start to get to that place, and you're really conflicted about how to pursue and make a decision on that, on your actions in this way of making, putting yourself in a place of more abundance. And that's where this confliction is coming in, and holding you back from being in your power in this area, in your job and in your finances. But this could be coming up to show there is opportunity there for you, Virgo, awaiting you. Things are changing. You just have to be willing to grasp those opportunities, and be willing to stand in your power to go get those opportunities when they make themselves accessible to you. And if it isn't about that, if it is you literally dealing with some kind of confrontation with somebody, then you just got to understand that you still have to kind of stand your ground, be in your strength and your power within yourself, and know that in your physical reality things will change and you will like move forward. The wheel will turn again and things will change. So even if you're dealing with this really confrontational time right now with this person or multiple people, things will change again, and eventually this whole thing will pass and this ordeal will be over with, and you know, you'll find a sense of sanity and power within yourself again once you just realize that, you know, things never stay the same and they will gradually change from, you know, this phase of your life to the next. So yeah, that's just what I'm getting from that so far. For how you're gonna thrive this month, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Give me a moment to go over this card. Okay. So I feel like the best way for you to thrive this month is to be really ambitious about what you're really wanting for yourself, especially if it's financially and with a job. Like if you know you want something more, you know, abundant for yourself that is more gratifying to your finances and to your wealth, then, you know, you got to be ambitious to go get it and find something better for yourself, but be practical about it. But and to also be prepared for the journey that's going to take and the work it's going to take to get to that place. You're going to have to sweat. You're going to have to, you know, put in those hours. You're going to have to put in all that time and work and effort to really like accomplish getting to the place you want to be in, especially if it has to do with finances. I think it's just if you're not prepared and willing to be ambitious about what you want and be efficient in the pursuit, then that could be what pulls you back from thriving in this month and not getting what you really are trying to attain in your life. And so I think it's just going to be really important for you to find a way to drive your ambition, your goals, but to be very practical in how you're approaching the situation and how you're doing it and how you're acting in it, to then see efficient results, and to just also be prepared for failure or success, however it plays out. But if you're willing to go about it in this kind of way, then that's where you'll be able to thrive in this month. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm getting in that aspect, whether it's for, you know, your career or your situation, anything that you're dealing with. But I kind of get a feeling it's a lot to do with work and career and finances. So, but even home life, if you're trying to better your home life, it's like the same thing. You got to put in a lot of work to make things easier on yourself and in the environment you're living in. So, and on your body in general. So, just got to find a way to work through that. For your struggle this month, we do have the Page of Pentacles. Definitely a lot of pentacles coming up in this reading. Give me a moment to, again, go over this card. I think your issue is finding a way to master the conflicting and confrontational energies that have been at play in your situation, and finding opportunity that gets you to this place of abundance that you wish to have in your life and being able to manifest that. I think the way you've been approaching this situation hasn't been to your benefit. I feel like maybe you just haven't been putting enough of your all into it. You haven't been fully in your power, but you want to be. Like internally, it's like you want to be in your power, you want to be in your strength, but maybe in the past you've had conflicting energies that have kind of pulled you away from that place within yourself. And if you have been in your power, maybe it's just you haven't put in enough work to finally get to the place you want to be, and maybe you've been putting in work to get to that place, but you're not quite there yet, and there's still some things you have to go through and learn to finally get to that place of mastery with skills in your career and with like getting paid in the way that you ideal in a job. But you have to kind of like, you know, you have to take the baby steps. If you're wanting to become a doctor or a nurse or some kind of like big name career job where you kind of have to work your way up, you first have to, you know, go to college and get the degree for it, and then intern somewhere and get skills from doing that, and then finally from there get your first job that maybe won't pay you as much the first time to then like build up your skills. And then finally, maybe after you work at that job, then you finally get the next big job that pays you that salary you want, that gives you what you need, but you kind of have to like slowly take those building blocks to build your way up to that place in life, that like to get to that status that you're really wanting for yourself. And to have high status in life, you have to have high determined goals, and you kind of have to allow yourself to go through the phases and work through those phases with your all, and being in your strength to go through all that work, because it takes a lot of work to finally get to this place of accomplishment where you're like, I am wealthy, I'm abundant, and I am so gratified with my life because I finally worked to get to this place of gratification and mastery of like my goals and like of my career. To master your career, you have to be willing to put in the work and be in your power to take the time to dedicate yourself to the work that's in front of you, that's laid out for you, to finally gain that sense of, to gain that experience, to then use that experience to manifest what you want in these opportunities that you're ideally wanting to, how should I put it? That you're ideally wanting to connect with, and get a sense of gratification with being able to accomplish having those opportunities in your life. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm getting from that. For your advice this month, we have Moonstone, Mystery and Intuition. I'm also going to read this card to you. The card is asking you to take time to observe the mysteries around and within you, such as your dreams, intentions, and relationship to the world. Work on honoring your psychic skills. Deepen your intuitive understanding of the sacred through travel. Study connecting with mystical sites, spiritual workshops, observing nature, and discovering the god, the goddess within. Moonstone is an enhancer of clairvoyance. This gem represents the high priestess keeper of feminine mysteries and intuition. As you might expect, Moonstone resonates with the moon. It is asking you to connect with your emotions, open up to the deeper meanings and inner workings of life. Take time to delve into your intuitive state. This card also asks you to become in tune to the cycles of the moon. Notice its phases, chart how they affect your body. Moonstone stimulates the functioning of the pineal gland, balancing the hormonal cycles with nature's rhythms. Work with Moonstone for revelation of your past lives during dream time. Remember to extend compassion to yourself and others, especially at this time. Unblock and enhance communication with your beloved. You are receiving help with the changes in your life on the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. Connect with your clairvoyant, clear-seeing, and clairsentient, clear-feeling abilities. Yeah, Virgo, so I feel like what really spoke to me in that is to just like really remember to have that compassion for yourself and those you're dealing with this phase and time in your life, and that, you know, you are going to be going through phases. It's not just going to be like this one phase you're dealing with for a long time. It's going to change, and then you're going to go through another phase. And just knowing too that, you know, you can unblock your energy and enhance yourself and how you're going to communicate yourself with those around you to get to the place you want to be in, instead of this place of confrontation and conflict. And just knowing that you can receive that help that you desire to make those special, like remarkably huge changes in your life that are going to make a huge difference, especially in your physical life with like finances, career, and then, you know, your emotional, romantic, friendship, whatever. It's going to make some major changes when you learn to accept receiving that help and doing that work to get to those places you really want to be in, and just seeing that vision, holding it for yourself. So yeah, definitely what I'm getting from that. For your lesson this month, we have a reversed 10 of shells, blessings and well-being, and it's not a crane. I don't remember the name of this bird. I will read it to you though. And the shells are the cups in this tarot, so this would have been the 10 of cups, which are water signs. So it was reversed. I'll get this one out for you. So it's a pelican. That's what the bird was. A consort of good cheer, Pelican relaxes by the healing waters of abundance and warms herself beneath the invigorating light of the sun. Savoring each special moment, she takes time to enjoy what life has to offer. Loyal and social, Pelican recognizes the importance of family and friends. She encourages you to embrace your inner happiness and to share in celebration with loved ones. Enjoy the company of those you care about and look forward to many good times ahead filled with pleasure and joy. Do not allow your uplifting energies to be blocked by someone who is causing undue stress. Take the time to step away and recharge. Reverse keywords: conflict, miscommunication, arguments, misunderstandings. Yeah, Virgo, so if you are dealing with someone you're in conflict with this month, you cannot let that person take away you having like a positive outlook for yourself and how you're gonna treat your life and how you're gonna go about it. You can't let that person block you from having what you really want for yourself just because of all the stress they're causing you. You need to find a way to definitely like take time away from this person to, like it said, recharge yourself, and just know that there probably is going to be miscommunication and arguments and misunderstandings in this conflict, but there will be a resolution when you take the space for yourself to see it and put in the work to get to where you ideally want to be and how you want to feel. And even if it's not a person doing this to you and it's you doing it to you yourself, or a situation that's treating you in this way, you still have to find a way to take space, reflect over how you want to go about this in a different way that's going to help you move forward from the situation and get to where you really want to be in your life. All right, Virgo, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this was extremely helpful to you, and if you feel called to do a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to the description link box below and go to my Instagram, Mystic Yasmin, and you can send me a message, or you can go to my Facebook page, Mystic Yasmin, and book a session from there. Other than that, Virgo, have a blessed day, and until next time.